Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on Black Lightning. So yeah, they released actually a new promo for Black Lightning, as well as some images and some stuff regarding episode 2 of this season, which is pretty cool. But yeah, before we get into anything else, let's actually watch that new promo.
Help the community or we will all go down in pieces.
This is about me trying to keep my daughters alive.
I told you to get out of my face.
Jeff, where are you going?
To get our girls.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. King Kong got nothing on me.
So that trailer was really well edited. Like, it was really cool with the music and everything like that. Like, that's one of my favorite trailers regarding Black Lightning leading up to its premiere. But the major talking points to really take from that trailer are the focuses on the daughters of Jefferson Pierce, aka Black Lightning, who are Anissa, his eldest daughter, and Jennifer, the younger. Now in the comics, Anissa is otherwise known as Thunder, and Jennifer is known as Lightning. Now this trailer heavily focused on the family aspect of the show, which, you know, makes complete sense, as even though this show is called Black Lightning, and obviously will focus on Black Lightning and his adventures, if you want to call them that, it will also focus on his daughters and their discovery of their powers. And they really showed that as we got our first proper look at Anissa Pierce as Thunder through a promo photo of her suited up as Thunder. As you can see here, it does look pretty decent. I'm a big fan of it. The only real concern I have is the goggles that she has on. They do look a bit weird, and that they would, cut off a decent amount of her vision. They just look a bit awkward. But then again, it is always good to not judge pictures, not judge everything by a picture until you see it in action, especially with these suits. When she is moving and fighting and stuff like that, it might look a bit better. So I think it's best to wait till she's properly suited up on the show before we start judging it too heavily. Like, it was copping some memes, but I think for the most part, a lot of people were enjoying it. Now, Thunder in the comics has the ability of density control, which is essentially increasing her mass or weight, if you want to call it that, while staying the same size, which makes her incredibly dense and strong. You do see a shot in the trailer of her just like kicking the hell out of a washing machine, I'm pretty sure it was. She can also create like massive shockwaves by just like stomping on the ground, which is pretty handy. Also, due to this density control, she is essentially invulnerable, so she is not an easy woman to come up against. I am interested to see how fast she comes across her abilities, as well as how long she takes to get used to them, and then eventually suit up in that suit we just talked about earlier. Lightning, or Jennifer Pierce, Anissa's younger sister in the comics, is a bit different to her sister, but sort of similar to her father. She does possess the power of electricity manipulation, which is similar to her father. She is able to generate electrical energy and project it as like concentrated energy and bolts from her hands. One handy thing she also has, which none of the others have, is actually the ability to fly by generating like a electromagnetic pulse or field around her. And when manifesting her powers, Lightning's body is surrounded by like glowing electricity with these different lightning looking spikes on her head and back and all over her. Whether we will see that exactly on the show is up in the air, especially the flying thing, I guess, is technically up in the air. But we sort of do get a tease of that in the trailer for a brief moment when like her hands are sort of glowing. So I'm not too sure if she will fly. Maybe she'll just get the ability to like jump really high or something like that, because flying can be pretty difficult. But then again, they might go all the way with the flying thing. But with Jennifer, she's been like known to not be the most pro with her abilities and takes time to get used to them. And also, she is the youngest character. What do young teenagers love doing? Playing on their phones. One little fun thing they could do on the show is that because she's got all this like electricity flowing through her, and possibly like on the exterior of her, there's the electricity field as well. If she touches anything like technological, it can like just overcharge and like blow up. So it'd be interesting if she picks up her phone, goes to text, and that something like that happens. That'd be a pretty funny moment in the show if they went with something like that. Now, they also did release the synopsis and some promo images for the second episode of Black Lightning's first season, which is otherwise entitled Lawanda, the Book of Hope. So we will quickly go over that synopsis and then go over those images as well, which do reveal a few more characters for the series that we had not met previously, might I say. As the community struggles with the violence surrounding them, a glimmer of hope appears. Is Black Lightning back? Lynn Stewart, noticing the changes in the community, is also left wondering. While Jefferson Pierce struggles with his decision, Gamby urges him to take up the mantle once more and return to life as Black Lightning. Anissa and Jennifer try to deal with the aftermath of their jolting experience. So just quickly on that synopsis, it does look like Anissa and Jennifer will get a hint at their powers in the first episode and be dealing with that in like this episode as well as the motel incident that we have seen a few times in the promo material for Black Lightning and the lead up to premiere, because it does look like that motel experience is going to sort of be pretty traumatizing for them. It is also interesting seeing that Gamby is going to be the one to like push Jefferson back into the role of Black Lightning. He is like Jefferson's like oldest friend and almost like a father figure to him, so it would make sense if Jefferson sort of did take his words. And I don't think Lynn, who is Jefferson's ex-wife and of course the mother to Anissa and Jennifer, will be too happy about Black Lightning being back, because the whole thing that sort of ruined their relationship was Jefferson's role as Black Lightning, because he was almost dying and stuff like that. So Lynn wasn't the biggest fan of that time. So I wonder what she's going to think this time around as Jefferson going into that role of Black Lightning. So the first promo image from episode 2 gives us the first look at Inspector Bill Henderson, who we should be seeing a decent amount in the series. Like, it wouldn't be a crime-fighting vigilante show if we didn't have a frequently recurring cop character, would it? For those wondering whether he will be on Black Lightning's side or not, it is said that he is a veteran of the police force and will actually serve as an unlikely ally of Black Lightning's. So my thoughts are that when he was younger, maybe Black Lightning was either an inspiration for him in the community, or possibly Black Lightning even saved him at some point. But as I said, and throughout this video I'm sure I've said it, we will just have to wait and see regarding that, I guess, when the show finally premieres. Next up, we get a really cool shot of Black Lightning in a pretty dark room with his suit looking pretty damn awesome, all glowed up and everything. I have heard a lot of criticisms about the suit, but it should get some upgrades here and there throughout the season. This is the suit that he will be wearing in current day, but we will see one from his like first run as Black Lightning, which does look more like his classic comic version, if you want to call it that. Some of that CW leather, I'm pretty sure it was. I prefer this newer one though. I like the tech aspect of it and how it can sort of be upgradable through those methods. But yeah, we're going to see that leather old version at some point, I'm pretty sure. Up next is a shot of a character known as LaWanda. Obviously the episode is called LaWanda, the Book of Hope, so you would expect her to have a pretty large role in this episode. You do see her holding a photo of a teenage girl, possibly her daughter, and it's in a way where it almost looks like it is in memoriam. So is she a victim to what is going on currently in the community or something like that? You then do see LaWanda and Jefferson sitting down and having a chat, and this could possibly be a push for Jefferson to continue his return as Black Lightning. You know, to stop any other young people from facing the same fate that this young girl possibly did. So Black Lightning premieres on the 16th of January, straight after The Flash, so be sure to tune in then when it does premiere. I'm really excited for it to come around, another show to watch, another show to review, and I'm pretty sure this show is going to be very impressive. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. The acting looks good. The guy that's playing Jefferson Pierce, his name's Cress Williams, he's very charismatic, he's very likable. A lot of the cast do look likable. Some of the cast I do know, and I like their acting, so I'm looking very much forward to the show, and hopefully you guys are as well. So if you did enjoy the video, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show your support. Let me know in the comments section down below. What are you looking forward to, most from, you know, the first episode of Black Lightning as well as the second one, because we went over some stuff from episode 2. Just leave all of those opinions and comments obviously in the comments section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.